Bart, who is an option for the Jets at number 7? Go.
Was I going to go with Armando?
You're going to go Tyler Warren.
Boomba.
Yeah,
No.
Armand Membou?
Yeah, Membou, whatever.
Yeah.
It's Swahili.
Oh, you could.
But no, I'm just playing. I'm going Tyler Warren, though, actually. When I think about what they did bringing in Myers, I think maybe they got something up their sleeves. I'm also looking at maybe if they go and try and get a guy like Tevin Jenkins, what that would mean to be able to move him in guard and slide Vera Tucker outside. One thing, I think one of the Jets have 3 pivotal positions, and tight end is one of them. Haven't had a good receiving tight end since Dustin Keller. This is a guy that also can be an extension of that offensive line. You think about Laporta, what he was able to do his rookie year early on. Aaron Glenn saw that. I think he gives them flexibility, especially for a guy like Justin Fields that probably going to thrive in between the boots, waggles, throwbacks, and be able to throw the ball in between the numbers, struggle with accuracy on the outside of it. I think a guy like Tyler Warren would probably play very well. 6'6" gives him a target. He's a decent runner as well. But he's a guy that came on. You always worry about guys that came on late, one-year wonders, so to speak. But I think, I'll take that chance with them right now. I think they desperately need production from that position.
Hard to argue against that, Bart. I mean, 260 pounds, threw a touchdown, ran for 4 touchdowns, caught 1 million touchdowns. Like, the dude is just a freak, a high school quarterback that's now looking to be eventually one of the best tight ends in the NFL. He's got that kind of talent. He's a great blocker in line as well. And the Jets, the great thing of this tight end class has depth. If they miss out on Warren at 7, Elijah Arroyo from Miami could be on the table. Really, really good route runner, good vertical speed. Jason Taylor's son, Mason Taylor.
Okay.
Mason Taylor on day 2, he could block and he could help you underneath as well. So they're going to have a lot of options at tight end. And if that's the route they go, how about at 7, we look at your boy, Bart, Armand Membou from Missouri.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, Armand Membou, Armand Membou. Listen, he can go 7th overall. Elite testing, great tape at right tackle. So you're not drafting this guy and moving him. He played right tackle for Missouri. He's battle tested. He went up against the Texas A&M defensive line. That was a great unit, and he shut them down. I love his athleticism to get out of the gate and get to the second level in the zone running game. But you see the base he plays with, how thick he is, and he could really dump defenders on the ground. This guy is a stud. He's got a really, really quick lower half in pass protection, 6'4", 332 pounds, and an absolute freak show in terms of athleticism. Armand Membou is a stud. I think he's the best pure tackle in this entire draft. Plug and play. If the Jets take him at 7, I think they'd have quietly one of the best offensive lines in the AFC.
Oh, okay. All right, Connor Hughes, you're up. Who are you taking at 7?
I think that if Shedeur is there, you have a long, hard thought about it. And then you don't do it because I think
Set me up.
Mike's a mayor. Like what? No, I think the best pick that the Jets can make. We've talked a lot about receivers. They need 2. Like they still need 2 more receivers. There's no one in free agency that's great. Tim Patrick is a great locker room guy. He's a great culture guy, but he's not somebody that's going to be the true complement to Garrett Wilson like you need. So if Tet McMillan is there, you run the card up and you take Tet McMillan because I think he has the opportunity to create that 1-2 punch at receiver like so many teams have. You look at the Philadelphia Eagles, it's A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. You look at the Cincinnati Bengals, it's Chase and it's Higgins. You can't go by with just one guy because teams double him. You need someone to take the pressure off, and I think McMillan is the perfect player to do that. Wildly productive at Arizona. 90 catches, 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns 2 years ago, 84 for over 1,308 last year. I think he is that perfect complement to give Justin Fields and a quarterback. Next year, whoever the Jets end up going, you're creating that environment where you've already got the line where 4 or 5 pieces are solidified. Now you give 2 wide receivers, a definite one in Garrett Wilson, potentially a 1A in McMillan. You're creating an environment where even if Fields isn't the guy, when you go out and get the guy, you're plugging him into a perfect position.
Well, and you'd love the contrast between him and Garrett Wilson. Garrett is so smooth and quick releases, and with Ted, he can play above the rim. He reminds me of Cortland Sutton. So that's the kind of wide receiver you'd be getting in the red zone. Jump ball guy, help out your quarterback, big body, still growing into that frame. Just a junior and declared 212 pounds. I think he could play closer to 218, 220. He's a big wide receiver, and he's a quarterback's best friend.
And to Connor's point, it gives you leverage against Garrett, so he can't hold you hostage. Yeah. You have to give him whatever he wants. If the price gets too high, you have a guy that can graduate if you have to maybe trade Garrett and try and get some resources back. But also, one thing I know that over the years we've seen is that you can find depth at the wide receiver position. Wide receivers used to be running backs was the easiest position that translates to the pros, but because the college game is so predicated on throwing the football, you have guys that are polished, experienced route runners because they throw the ball so much much in college. So I just feel like, maybe that might be a little bit rich for him, but it can give you, if you feel like if you have a great evaluation on him, then you take him. But it should be a lot of depth at that position, and I hear that D tackle is a big depth position as well, but you would know better than I do.
Yeah, they're loaded. It's loaded at D tackle.
CH.
Yeah, loaded at D tackle. This is the Jets. This draft fits the Jets' needs. Yeah. So that's why you're seeing them. People aren't thrilled about it, but they haven't gone nuts in free agency so far.
And Connor,
it's a good fit. This free agent class is bad too, so it was the right call. Yeah. The right call.